Hey guys, today we are asking what is marriage to students on campus at UNCW, so yay!
Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Marriage is, oh wow, that's a good question. Wow.
Marriage, okay, wow. Marriage, I guess, would be the contract between a couple, so either man, woman, woman, man, woman now especially.
Marriage is like a commitment that two people make to each other, and they say all the vows, and I don't really know the vows, to be honest with you, but that's pretty much what marriage is, I think.
Yeah, so what is marriage between? You said two people?
Two people. Yeah, two people. Just, I don't know, whoever wants to get married, to be honest with you.
Oh God, like marriage, like between...
I don't know, what do you think it is?
Marriage is when two people decide that they want to spend the rest of their life together, and half the time they don't.
A marriage is basically just a commitment between two people to share their lives together. That's about it.
I think marriage is just a commitment to another person. I think there's a lot of controversy biblically between man and woman or not. I think it's okay to be committed to someone however you want, but I do kind of feel like marriage is a little bit of a biblical term. But I just really think at the core of it, it's just like a commitment to one other person exclusively, like for the rest of your life.
I think marriage is like when you come together with someone that's going to be there for you. That even though you have flaws, because everyone has their own flaws, they're going to like make you feel better about them.
Marriage is a covenant relationship between one man and one woman, kind of just orchestrated by God. And it's I think it's designed to point both the man and the woman closer to God. So it kind of emulates, like the marriage between like humans kind of emulates the marriage between Christ and the church.
Marriage, I guess, is like an official promise to try to be with someone because it's like legal and stuff.
It's kind of a binding contract, so there's like kind of two meanings, I guess, in a way. You have like the love part where like, oh, it shows that they are in love with each other, they're dedicated to each other, and then there's like the actual contract part, which is a document that binds them and joins their assets.
Marriage is when two people are legally joined together, whether they love each other or not.
I think marriage is something between a man and a woman. I'm very traditional in that sense. You don't cheat, you don't have it open. It's very committed between you, and granted, you can hate your spouse at any given moment in your life, but you work through it and you come back to each other and you figure it out.
I don't know. That's just kind of what I've just like values and stuff like that,
I don't know. I guess that's just what I have been taught marriage is.
I just feel like marriage kind of derived from like in the Bible union between a man and a woman, but I feel like we've kind of now made it today like a legal term.
I came to that conclusion because I know there's a lot of people who like are just together for a really long time, but then they never really get married. And I guess the way that like I think of it is just like marriage is just like officiating that like, oh yeah, you're for sure gonna like be together, and like you're making it like official because you're like putting like in documents and stuff like that, and like sharing like bank accounts and things like that.
Well, I honestly kind of just thought culturally just kind of what everybody thought marriage was. It's like, oh, I'm in love with this person, might as well get married. But I actually go to this church called The Bridge, and our pastor Ethan Welch did a series on sex and relationships, and in that he talked a lot about what marriage is, kind of cleared up kind of like what culturally we've been told, and then kind of what the Bible says about it.
I would say throughout history, marriage has kind of changed. So it used to just be that whole contract thing, and then more of a recent time it's become more of a love thing.
I don't know, the way I was raised, just two people say, hey, let's get married, and then they're together until they either get divorced or they die.
My parents divorced at a very young age, and then my father remarried, and my mother has a lover, but they are not married. So I guess you could say I have a particular view of marriage.
It's a big commitment. I feel like my parents have been married for like 30 some years now, and when they talk about it, the way they describe it is that if they're going through a rough patch, they give themselves some space. And so like my dad would go sleep in the back room, and my mom would sleep in their room. And so I guess it's like just having to work with it, because at the end of the day, it's like how hard are you willing to work for it, and that's what keeps people together, because you're working for something and trying to achieve a common goal.
Well, I've seen my dad have 5 affairs on my mom, and it was very hard to see as a kid to grow up and watch that process. So it's very much like you get one chance and then you're gone. I don't believe in divorce, but in situations like that, I very much think that it's the way to go.
My parents are Catholics, and so with that, they just know that if they get divorced, they can't get married with anyone else in the Catholic Church. So I think there's just a lot of things, like a lot of loops to go through before you get remarried again, and that's probably why a lot of Catholics kind of stick together.
Yeah.
So that's probably why my parents stick together, actually.
So would you say there's a need for marriage? Could you be maybe committed without a marriage?
You can. I think it's just a way a lot of people like kind of labels just to make things official. So I think marriage is a way to do that, but definitely you can be committed without having a marriage. There's a lot of couples. I went on a cruise a few years back, and this guy had recently just got engaged to his girlfriend, and they had been a couple for like 20-something years. So you can be committed. I think it's just a way to make it official, to put that final label on it.